Before I start this video, I'm going to make this abundantly clear. This is not a departure video, okay? I'm just explaining on why I am deviating myself from the Mainstream Vyond community. I do not have plans to retire from Vyond, at least not right now. Eventually, I will retire, probably next year or so, but we'll have to see on what happens from there. Anyways, to get back on topic, I've made the choice on distancing myself from the Mainstream Vyond community, and I will tell you the reasons why. Well, if there's something that I've learned the past 4 years, is that crazy stuff happens around here. And I mean crazy things. It has gotten so bad to the point my anxiety just eats me up inside, even during my outside activities from YouTube. One instance happened back in August, although I am not going to mention exactly what happened for obvious reasons, but it was around back to school season. Like, I could barely focus. I couldn't even sit still without having those dark feelings inside, to the point I just feel like shit for the most of the day. Like, my day has been ruined. I mean, school was alright, but I just felt really just ugh. It took me time to recover from that day, but eventually I did feel better. And I took a little bit of a break from uploading until I was in the mood. And yeah, honestly, it's stuff like peer pressure, deception, and other frivolous stuff that really just kills the vibe around here. And while stress and anxiety can apply for many other things, it's the stuff that be going on around here I would prefer to leave out of it, okay? And this will lead into my next point. I'm pretty sure most of you have saw this one coming. Now, you guys already know that I've retired from grounded videos since last year. You know, due to lack of interest, and I prefer to move on to other kinds of videos. But if I gotta be honest though, a lot of the grounded videos I be seeing, like in my recommended and all that other stuff, they a lot of them are just really boring and really just bland to watch. Like, I don't even bother watch half of them. Like, it's not every grounded video, but the ones I'm seeing, they're basically just copies of other videos. Like, it would be like classic Caillou burning down a house and getting grounded, and then somebody would turn around, use that exact same idea, same script, same basically everything, except dub it with different characters and put like Little Bill in the situation, and he does the same thing, gets grounded, and all X, Y, and Z just happens. Like, what's the point, bro? Like if I want to see the same idea, I would just rewatch the original video. Now, not everything's gonna be 100% original, but copy paste dialogue, that's gotta stop. Admittedly, I used to do this back in my early days of Vyond, until eventually I realized I gotta put my own, dialogue in here and kind of make my stuff, just at least put my own words instead of having people's other thoughts and opinions. Like, formulate my own opinions, put my own words, make it just a little bit different. Now, again, there are some grounded videos that are watchable. Like, there's this user named Tezzy. He has done some grounded videos, but at least there's like story put into them, like some build up that actually makes it worth watching, rather than just some bland generic grounded video that is just copy paste 50 billion times, and it's just kind of a chore to watch. Like, at least puts a little bit of story, a little bit of depth into them. It doesn't have to be real long, but at least make it worth our while. There are other Go animators out there that at least try to be somewhat creative with their grounded videos, like Nathan Southern Boy and others, which is really not, which is not as common in the mainstream community, to be honest. And all honesty, even the people that do make like unique grounded videos don't even want to be associated with the mainstream, especially with all this other nonsense going on. I don't blame them. I want to stay away from that stuff as well. And now about those character for hire videos, honestly, they are super boring. They're actually even more boring than these repetitive grounded videos. Like, they're honestly so uninspiring, so formulaic. Like, it's just really just not worth watching. Like, I just stopped watching these videos. Now, I've done a character for hire series, more specifically, like you guys know, Trader for Hire, which I ended a couple months back. Although I did kind of put this series into my own perspective, but this kind of situation is why I just lost motivation in continuing the series. Like, if I gotta be real with y'all, the main reasons on why these troublemakers be getting fired, like, they just constantly just trash talk the customers. While that is a reason to get fired, there are other things they could be doing to get themselves fired. Like, a troublemaker could possibly get fired for purposely getting orders wrong, setting the place on fire, attacking customers, harassing the employees, pulling obnoxious pranks and stuff, and any other stuff that could potentially get them fired. Like, it doesn't always have to be the same stuff. Like, there's many, like, infinite amount of ways for them to get fired. Just a suggestion for those who are still doing for hire videos. Thought I'd bring some to the table. Now, back with the troublemaker videos, there will be like these holiday specials featuring troublemakers misbehaving or getting grounded on a certain holiday, getting their revenge for whatever reason. And I'm gonna be honest, while holiday specials they do have a specific theme geared towards the occasion, and while that is the case, but these videos, they're just more or less the same like the videos I've seen like in the past. And although there's really not much that you can actually do since the holiday is, constrained to like, how Christmas is, Christmas time, and then St. Patrick's Day is like doing whatever, particularly like Shamrock Shakes or whatever they do. Um, Other things, it'd be like it'd be like the character has to like get revenge because they're like banned from an activity. While it does give them the motive to do this, but on the other hand, that trope has been done so many times, and while it's no exception in outside media, it's just Go Animate. It's literally like I can look at these videos and they're almost identical, except maybe with different characters. That's it. Like, sometimes I just kind of feel like some of these videos are being made just for the sake of it's a holiday. Like, we gotta put something there, even if it's repetitive garbage. Like, you could even just put literally a blank screen, and as long as it kind of relates to the holiday, like it's just characters dancing. I mean, we got ourselves a holiday special, and I totally get the feeling like you kind of want to try to get to holidays, like, but at the same time, what is your real motivation? Do you really want to do the video for the content, or are you just doing the video just for the heck of it, like just for the sake of having a holiday special? Like, pick and choose. Now, this is just my take on this whole thing. It's not meant to question people like, should I even be considering doing more holiday specials or whatever? Again, you make that decision. I'm just critiquing, kind of just going over with my thoughts and my, kind of views and some things I've noticed. That's and for goodness sakes, knock it off with the bandwagoning thing. Like, Y'all need to make y'all own decisions. Like, I know it's not always easy. Hell, I have some trouble trying to figure out my own decisions, but we shouldn't always rely on just other people just to tell us what to do. Like, it's one thing taking criticism and suggestions and advices from other people. You could do that, good kind of advice, obviously, but at the same time, it shouldn't be to the point where it creates a chain reaction that you do it, then all of a sudden, many other people start following your footsteps. Like, it has to like come from you. Like, you gotta make the choice. You gotta come up with the mind. Like, you gotta think, people. Like, don't just do it because other people are doing it. Speaking of which, a trend recently died out, which is none other than those infamous Vyond memes. Although I am more than thankful that this trend is finally gone, it was a bit strange that people just suddenly end the trend just because the others are doing it, particularly their favorite user or most popular user does it, then all of a sudden, bam, it's a big difference. But when someone else does it, like maybe someone that may not be as big or somebody that they may not care about or know about, it's just whatever. Just they're just gonna keep doing it. And there are some people that still does it, but to each their own. Now, granted, I recall the time where I did a Vyond meme, but it was only that one video. At least video wise, if it's just the whole video about a meme, it was a really outdated meme. Honestly, that video aged so poorly. Sometimes I actually forget I even made that video, but yeah, I'm glad I moved on from Vyond memes. Not only a lot of them are unfunny, but they are extremely content filler. Like, can recall a couple users, like, they were making like 10 Vyond memes in a row, like within the month. Like, what in the world? Like, how are you making these many memes in just 1 month? Like, what? Just upload other content. Like, I would rather see a grounded video than see a bunch of Vyond memes. And to top it all that, there was another infamous trend that recently died out, which none other than the user joke videos, which I never really understood those. I know they're supposed to be a joke, but honestly, I never participated in them, and I'm glad I never did. Not to mention, just like the Vyond memes, it's just another bandwagon. People just following the leader. But you know what? Like Vyond memes, I don't care because the trend sucked. And oh my gosh, I just thought of something that really been pissing me the hell off since 2021. So apparently the share this post trend has spawned into the community since 3 years ago. At one point it disappeared, then for some reason it came back and it refuses to go away. And worst of all, it evolved into having serious posts like share this post for something good or share something post for something really, really bad, which it can include religion or politics or whatever. And they even go as far as to make false rumors about YouTube shutting something down, which again is all a bunch of baloney bullshit. It's stuff like this that makes me not want to share posts as often as I used to, especially if it's just a load of crap. It's just nonsensical post. Even if it's something important, which 9 times out of 10, it's either related with some Vyond drama mess or it's just some frivolous argument about YouTube shutting something down, which again, I've heard a million times. I can make my own post if I feel like it, but I didn't feel like it at the time, so I'm just gonna leave it alone. Don't even get me started with those stupid mass mentionings. I come to look at my notifications, see if oh, I've been mentioned, so maybe something important, only to find out that it's just a random post that someone just listed a bunch of users and it's just a random nonsense. Like it has nothing to do with any of us or anybody mentioned. Like they just want attention. Like what? I mean, there are other ways for people to find out about your post, even if the algorithm may not push you. But 9 times out of 10, at least maybe one person like that is subscribed to you will know about your post. Also, I don't really get the whole wake up call and they just list certain amount of users, typically like their best friends or acquaintances, which again, I understand you want them to see the post, but it just feels out of place. And just like Mas mentioning, it's really pointless and it just doesn't need to be on the post. Now, the only time I would consider this valid if you people were like in a collab, like with a video or even just the post itself to an extent, just as long as you're just not mentioning them just for the sake, look at my post, just see it, even if you have nothing to do with it, just look at it. Like, let's not do that. If I know from experience in this community is that deception is not uncommon to say the least. Misinformation can easily be spread just like any other falsehood that you would hear like in other forms of media and stuff. And this results in many people turning against each other, having mistrust for one another, and overall just demolish friendships or any form of alliance with each other. And typically these scenarios ends with the following. The information is proven false and all this whole commotion was for no reason at all. Usually it ends really, really bad in the end. Multiple people getting called out and X, Y, and Z. And also the stupid drama wars that people just want to spear out, like just attack each other for no reason. Like, oh my gosh, like this is really just, ugh. I had to deal with this stupid nonsense for 4 freaking stupid ass years. It's starting to really piss me off. It's been pissing me off this whole time. I had to bottle up these negative emotions for so long. It's really just been tearing me apart for all this whole time. And now I gotta break the silence, man, because like what's been going on, it's gone way out of control, and I want no more of it. No more. The early part of the decade was already a struggle due to, the stuff that was going on in the world and, pretty much everyone was dealing with it. I was super bummed. Like, couldn't even do half the things because we were in lockdown. And then this stuff just really made made things even worse for me. And now things, I'm going to school. Things are pretty much as normal as it is, but there's still some things that I've experienced in this community that has changed me permanently. So, like I said in the beginning of the video, I will not be retiring Vyond right this moment. I will still continue to make the videos for you guys and complete whatever I need to complete. Finish off the projects that I have yet to continue. As usual. It's just that I will not be really associating myself with the outside community, but instead I'll be like more independent. Like I will still talk with trusted friends, but I'd rather keep out of the negative stuff that goes on in the community. But anyways, thank you all for hearing me out in this video. I know it's not typically the kind of videos that I would normally make or the ones I haven't really made in a while, but something had to be said. And honestly, it makes me feel much better about myself. Kind of had to, vent, kind of share my thoughts with you guys on, this kind of stuff. This won't happen often, but at least, we can kind of, resolve some issues. I mean, let's be real. The GoAnimate community is far from being a suitable environment. I mean, that's pretty much like any other fandom, but this community does not differ at all whatsoever. I mean, maybe size-wise, but that's probably a topic for another day. So thank you guys so much. I know, it's been rocky. It's been a really wild almost 4 years, March is coming, 4th year anniversary of doing Vyond videos. But if it weren't for you guys, I probably wouldn't have the motivations to continue making content and, and if you guys want to check out more content, you know the drill if you want to. But yeah, so anyways, guys, I will be getting out of here. This is me, that's right, Ryan79, signing off. Have a blessed day and take care.